Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku and just how well he does in the Cell Max event, and discuss how well he does in hard content in general after his recent Extreme Z Awakening. So Goku is really good. I think it's no surprise to anyone at how good Goku is. He was really dominant when he first came out, and he's continued that dominance with his Extreme Z Awakening. Much like Buu, who's coming at a great time for Martian Power, Goku's coming at just about the right time for the super variation of the Martian Buu Saga team. He has Ultimate Gohan as support, he has a really strong Goku, a really strong AGL SS3 Goku, a really strong Tech SS3 Gotenks. He has all the stuff that you need to really be top performing level unit. So his team is at the right point, he's at the right point, and it brings together a unit that in reality is going to perform at a very high level. So it's one of those situations where I think the EZA comes at a great time. He is more of a second slot unit, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't serve his role. And because Martian Buu Saga already has, I would say, at least 3 first slot units between the SS3 AGL Goku, the SS2 Gotenks, and the Tech Gohan. I think he's really got a nice home there. Obviously, his base form is pretty simple, just basically having guard until the point where you can activate the transformation, but the transformation is really where he kicks in. That attack stat becomes over 30 million. He's got those huge crits that he can do. He builds up his damage reduction, he builds up his evasion, and in general he just basically becomes, at least for the first 6 turns, an absolute menace. He is still very good after that, but his attack and his performance will drop a little bit. But generally speaking, he is very good once transformed, and he's very good in base, but he's incredibly good once transformed. He operates at a ridiculously high level, huge high volume damage, and the really cool part is he has the stun on the super. So even in things like ESPR and SPR and certain red zones and blue zones, he's very helpful from that perspective. Right now, Goku is not going to have a problem in pretty much any content that you want to run him in. So I think for the most part, he's really good. And yeah, I think performance-wise, there's just not really any issues that you're going to have with him. Obviously 50% damage reduction, 50% evasion, it's not necessarily enough for him to be like invincible. Even after multiple super attacks, you could in theory really still take a chunk of damage if you're hit with like strength super or something like that, or one of the truly big supers. But I would say most times he's got at least solid. He's got good defensive mechanics. You're going to find there's a boss here or there that really gives him a hard time, but I don't think anyone's going to give him issues with normals. I don't think anyone's going to give him an issue really in terms of performance. I think there will obviously be some understandable drop-off against certain bosses, especially strength type ones, but I think in general you'll find that he performs at an incredibly high level. And I don't think that changes per event. Red zone, blue zone, purple zone, Pepe Gal zone, Android zone. The only thing that he really doesn't have in abundance is attack down, defense down, which does have increased usability along with sealing in certain events. And although it's not a train smash for him to not have that, because like I said, he does at least have the stunning, which is useful in other events. It is just something to note. But in terms of raw output, this guy's right up there, so I just can't see it being a huge issue.